What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a Heart's Desire reading for the sign of Libra. Okay, Libra, you guys are first in group one of the zodiac lineup. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal, so take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and shuffle for you guys. Feel like there's some new energy as always in some of the collectives lately. So if you're new here, thank you for your patronage. I saw two cards while I was shuffling as far as the oracles are concerned. I did see release or something about releasing defensiveness, Libra, and taking the lead. Okay, so for some of you, you may be kind of on the defensive about someone who might be returning in your atmosphere, or just people in general feeling a little bit defensive. Maybe because you feel by yourself on some things. However, for others of you, it could be a sense of taking the lead on something, whether it be career or in a situation with these people that are in your atmosphere. Okay, so didn't really get too strong of a vibe, but those two cards did kind of catch my eye while we were shuffling. Okay, so I'm gonna do one from the top, which is for your present, one from the bottom, which refers to past energy. Okay, and then one energetically from the middle, which is for future energy. Okay, we'll slide these over a little bit, and then we'll look at the bottom of the deck for the overall outcome of this main spread. Okay, to start your readings off. All right, so let's see what we got for you guys, Libra. So we have the Princess of Pentacles, okay, for present energy. Then we have the Lovers for past energy, okay. And then for future energy, we have the Sun, okay. I like this for you guys, Libra, because of the fact that it's kind of like gradual steps forward, okay, to hopefully some enlightenment. Okay, let's start off with this Princess of Pentacles, which is just kind of like, in my opinion, the Page of Pentacles, if you will. But obviously, presently, it's almost like you offering something to someone. Okay, not so much this is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You don't have to be dealing with those signs, but you could have it in a placement. It's just an honorable mention. But in this particular situation, like I said, that take the lead came out during the Heart's Desire when I was shuffling those. And so you could take the lead by making some kind of small offer. Okay, it could be a sense of, if you're looking for things to progress in a particular way, Libra, that you are going to have to offer something. It's almost like an icebreaker, if you will. Okay, now let's get into the past energy, which is this Lovers card. Okay, now I will take note that this Princess of Pentacles is literally going towards the Lovers card. Okay, it's not facing away from, it's facing towards as it's on the table. Now, you could have in the past made an offer to someone that was not answered. Okay, and so it kind of left things in the lurch, if you will. For Libras, and I can definitely kind of relate to this, you like some form of closure of some sort, or some type of answer to something. If you ask someone something, you expect an answer. Okay, and so maybe in the past you were with someone and an offer was put on the table and it just was never answered. Okay, and so that is in the past. Okay, so you may be offering to go back to that past, let's say, because of this future energy of the Sun. The sun is usually talking about having some form of enlightenment. Okay, as you can see here, this woman is kind of like in a meditative, stance here with the sun above her head. Okay, the sun usually talks about, you can kind of attach it to the sacral chakra. Okay, some form of inner child work, and just some form of innocence in enlightenment as well. Okay, as it is above her crown. Okay, so future energy could be an enlightenment of, what, maybe this person was not so bad. Maybe you have been in the dating world for a little bit, Libra, and have realized you're not really getting, all that you want out of a relationship with someone, or with people you've just been dating, but there was someone that actually had potential. And so you're probably thinking that it's best to just revert to someone who you're familiar with, that actually was close enough to really meeting your standards. Okay, and so some form of enlightenment about the past, where maybe it wasn't all bad. Okay, or maybe trying to figure out if you should accept an offer from someone. Okay, but I really do feel like it's more so an offer from your stance, Libra. Okay, don't know why. If it's not for you, pass it on to the next person. It's not for you. You can always go and look at another reading on my channel for your particular another placement sign, to kind of get a different vibe. Okay, but nonetheless, let's look at the bottom of the deck to see what the overall outcome is. Okay, which is a 9 of Cups. Okay, 9 of Cups. Not surprised. Okay, for some of you, 9 of Cups is primarily talking about being secure within ourselves. Okay, 9 of Pentacles talks more about stability with oneself. Okay, so knowing your worth and things of that nature. With 9 of Cups, you have accomplished something. Okay, you are in a better headspace now to kind of have this enlightenment. Okay, for others of you, like I said, if it's not for you, it's not for you. You've decided that you are going to move on from it. Okay, nothing wrong with that. You're secure within yourself to where you know you want to move on, so do so. Okay, for others of you, I feel like it is a situation of realizing, you are able to take a break from this person, realize, what was good about it, and maybe you're secure within yourself to take that lead and maybe be the one to offer an olive branch, if you will. Okay, that's not for everybody, it's only for a few of you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into clarifiers. Okay, I'm going to also go ahead and shuffle these as well. Like I said, new energy in the collective of Libra, and possibly to the entire channel. So I do appreciate you guys coming in. Just realize that Libra Suns, you are sharing your energy with others with Libra placements. Okay, I do 3 shuffles, and then we'll do 3 cuts before we repeat the same as the first deck. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick one from the top for the Princess of Pentacles, one from the bottom for the Lovers, and one energetically from the middle. And I'm feeling like if I can get it, and I have my eyes set on a card, I have to get that card. Okay, so that's one energetically from the middle. And it was multiple cards that I was looking at. So Libra, like I said, you are definitely sharing your energy. It's really strong for you guys, Libra. Okay, so let's see what we have for you guys. So we have the 5 of Materials, okay, which is the 5 of Pentacles. We then have the Sun coming out again, major arcana for the Lovers, which is also a major arcana. You had that come out. You have 3 on the table here, which is really huge. Okay, And then we have the Nine of Emotions, which is the Nine of Cups coming out yet again. Okay. Nine of Emotions coming out again. Already came out as an outcome, overall outcome on the first row. Okay. So, very major energy, I think, more so for Libra placements. Okay. Feeling secure within themselves and having some enlightenment. Okay. So, with this Princess of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is usually talking about feeling left out in the cold type of vibe, okay? Maybe not feeling valued enough, okay? Or not having enough value. I feel like if we put these two pentacles together, it comes out to six. Six of Pentacles presently is you guys maybe trying to share somewhat. If you are familiar with regular Rider's Waite, it usually has someone putting coins in two different people's hands, okay, sharing. And then Six of Cups is a little bit different because it's one person sharing a cup with another, okay? So it could be a sense of you guys sharing your energy with a lot of people or sharing wisdom with a lot of people, Libra. And then in a kind of relationship type vibe, like I said, kind of spreading your energy around if you're in the dating scene, okay? But nothing just seems to be catching, okay? And so you've been taking the lead, maybe in the sense of, you know, letting your guard down a little bit, maybe opening back up, socializing again, dating, things of that nature, okay? I'm tired of maybe being by yourself and, you know, just sharing little bits of yourself with others, okay? And so you just have to be mindful, which I think you still are, but, you know, your guard is down, but not all the way, okay? And so if you are looking to be with someone else that kind of matches your standards or your personality or your interests, you're going to have to take the lead to actually find them, okay? And so, and then eventually they'll find you, okay? Be yourself. Don't put on a facade or airs, okay? You're not going to be fronting for anybody. That's one of like my pet peeves a lot. You know, I know that seems to be the world of social media, but I do love authenticity when it comes to people, okay? So the same way you are on social media, I expect you to kind of show yourself as the same if I were to meet you in person, okay? So that's where I think this vibe is right now, okay? Libras is just feeling like it's time for you to share yourself with other people, tired of maybe being in isolation and time to get back out there, okay? That's present energy. Now, past energy, again, with the Lover's card and the Sun. The Sun coming out in the clarifying deck is like a first time. So whenever I see new cards come out, it's like new energy alert for me within the collective, okay? So like I said, in the past, it had to be some form of enlightenment that occurred, okay? Maybe something blossomed within a relationship, or you realized it wasn't the relationship for you, one or the other, okay? But I feel as though there was some kind of connection with this Sun coming out. Like I said, I automatically attach it to that sacral chakra. So there was some kind of innocence shared in this connection in the past. And maybe that is what you're looking for again. Like I said, for some of you, you may open up in the sense of dating to find that type of connection again, or you may revert to something that's familiar, okay? Because it obviously can't be ignored that you were possibly happy in that time, okay? But I feel like you've done some meditation on it, as you know, meditation seems to be a running theme between these cards, especially once we hit up on this Nine of Emotions. But in the past, there were probably things that you did enjoy within certain relationships, and that becomes a culmination, Libra, of what you want in a future relationship. Okay, start as friends and then kind of connect a little bit more. Okay, but I do feel like you are secure within yourself to be able to sustain a relationship again. Okay, especially if you've taken a break from it. Okay. So now we have the Nine of Cups again with the Sun again, okay? Future energy, okay? Again, enlightened in a sense of maybe realizing that it was not you in the past that caused any issues within your relationship. Now, I'm usually one to admit if I've done some kind of wrong or if there's something I could have done differently in a relationship that didn't work out. Not in the sense of the reason of it ending, but not in that sense, but in the sense of throughout the relationship. Maybe I wasn't too vocal, or maybe I wasn't affectionate enough, or whatever the case may be, which I'm just saying that hypothetically because that's neither here nor there. It's not about me. It's about you guys. Now, I'm just giving you an example, okay, Libras? But with this Nine of Cups being here in this enlightenment, I think for future energy, you start to realize that it's not you, okay? And you cleanse your energy of that, okay? Don't put that on yourself going into a new relationship, whether it be a friendship platonically or romantically, okay? Be secure within yourself, love yourself first, and then you can love someone else, and that person will know how to love you, okay? So that is where that future energy is with this Sun coming out 2 times, okay? And then the Nine of Cups coming out 2 times, okay? So 9 and 9, that's 18, equaling out to 9, wrapping up the end of a cycle. Okay, when triple nines come out, in my opinion, that is saying we're wrapping up on a phase of our lives that is no longer hindering us. Okay, and it's time to break out. Okay, and start a new phase. Okay, so let's see what's at the bottom of the deck for you guys to clarify this Nine of Cups, which is strength. Okay, very nice. You do have the Seven of Swords underneath. Okay, so I don't feel like that is very prominent, okay, as far as affecting you being in this this awareness of being secure within yourself as emotionally secure. Okay, it will require some strength, okay, because you will possibly deal with maybe the same things as you did that you stepped away from, kind of as a test, if you will, of how much you are secure within yourself. Okay, if you recently made some promises to yourself, Libra, in the sense of what you wouldn't do or things you won't repeat in the future, make sure you stick to them. Okay, if you made a promise to yourself that you weren't going to fall for the same type of guy or the same type of female, things that you tolerated in the past, you're not going to tolerate now, stick to that, okay? Because the universe will hold you to it, okay? And so you are going to have to show some strength, okay, in staying secure within yourself and making those promises more to yourself. Okay, now for me personally, I don't like making promises because they're easily broken, but when you make a promise to yourself, you're more liable to stick to it as much as possible, especially if you remember what transpired in the past. Okay, and no one wants to repeat the past. Okay, so we're going to get into the Heart Oracle here to see what the final outcome or final decision is. Kind of like your first message of support. I do 3 shuffles with this deck as well. And then we'll cut by 3s and we'll go directly to the bottom of the deck. No energy pull on these. Okay. And so for you guys, Libra, we have confront. Okay, confront. This card has came out before, but not as often. So we have the number 18 again, equaling out to 9. Okay, as you can see here, there's a doorway with a moon. Okay, almost like kind of reminds me of like shadow work. Okay, and needing to confront yourself. Okay, in the sense of, and maybe your inner child, as it looks like it's a child more so in this shadow here, and this is a grown man. Okay, and you still see that kind of connection, but like I said, inner child work with that sacral chakra. Okay, and there could be something you still need to clean up with that 7 of swords up underneath that 9. Okay, emotional traumas. Okay, so I would definitely suggest that you probably take a look at the series for Libra of Tap Into Your Souls, or a particular placement that's important to you, like a placement sign in your birth chart. Okay, and if you're still trying to heal from some emotional damage from the past, Libra, and you don't want to take that into the next relationship, then go slow. Okay, and you can go on my Etsy shop and look at the meditation oil of Flourish, and possibly use the Fall in Love Again, for just self-care and helping you heal from those past hurts. Okay, the Flourish does have strawberry quartz in it. Definitely do your research before you use any of it. And possibly one of my candles that are limited, can't think of the name right now, but I believe it has geranium in it. I'll put it in the comments below when I think of it. Okay, so nonetheless, that is what I'm feeling for you guys. Let's go into the book so we can get the other messages. For you guys, which is on page 45, which again equals out to 9. Okay, something, oh wait a minute, not 45. Sorry, you guys. Confront, although control, page 65. Maybe that is something that you guys need to relinquish, is controlling situations that are not meant for you to control. Okay, you can only control yourself. You cannot control the actions of someone else. Okay, 11 equals out to, again, enlightenment. That equals out to 2. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want, and choose your battles is underneath. Okay, so your key words for confront are fear, question, explore, courage, illusion, and clarity. Okay, introspection and clarity are important at this time. Feelings that have lain dormant are now coming to the surface. They have been part of your subconscious for some time. They're referred to as your shadow self and represent all of your fears and delusions regarding matters of the heart. You may have concerns about examining these issues, but know that when an issue rises to the surface, it's ready to be faced and healed. Have the courage to acknowledge and confront these newly emerging feelings. Look at them from all sides and try to determine where they came from. When and how were they planted in your subconscious? Question the validity of these feelings. Often they were based on your childhood imagination and are no more than illusions. They're not appropriate for your adult relationships, yet they persist. They're not based on reality, but they're powerful influences and can affect your relationships in major ways. They can even prevent a romantic relationship from manifesting. Have the courage to explore your beliefs and misconceptions about love. You may find that these emerging feelings are based not only on your limited perceptions, but also on what you actually saw or experienced as a child. Know that whatever your reality was then, it does not have to be your reality now. You are no longer that person. Examine these feelings and gain clarity on who you are and what is true for you regarding your relationships. An affirmation for you guys is I examine my feelings about relationships and release what is no longer my truth. This is moon archetype, okay? So that those hidden feelings, those hidden messages that are in your subconscious that you choose to keep buried, stop suppressing and let them come to the surface. Write them out, okay? And burn them, okay? That is no longer who you are. You are not that person. There could be things that you learned from as a child or saw as a child that you feel is how things should be in a relationship when it's not, okay? And it's time to let those things go, okay? It's no longer, it's going to rule your life and it's going to ruin a lot of things or connections for you if you allow it to keep hindering you, okay? So, that being said, we are getting into extended version of your reading. Okay, that was a long one, but it was definitely a needed message for you guys, Libra. Okay, so we're going to get into the power of surrender. There is no book for this deck. However, it's a pretty direct message. This was the deck that I saw the release defensiveness, and so I want you to take that to heed, okay? Because you might be defensive because of things that happened in the past that you're not letting go, okay? So, that being said, we'll do the same thing. 3 cut after 3 shuffle to the bottom of the deck. And we have surrender to prayer, okay? Surrender to prayer, okay? It says give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe. An answer and support will arrive, okay? Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive, okay? So just prayer, meditation, whatever it is that you are seeking to come to you right now, Libra, give it to the universe, whatever your religion may be, okay? And just let go, okay? And let things come naturally, all right? For now, that's all that I have for you guys. We do have one more reading for the group. So until then, peace.